Was Jim first? Okay, Jim Danny, come on up, Jim. I know he's proud of this one. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Many of you might not know me. I've been around Corvette for a long time, and in April I came back to the team to take over from Taj to be the chief on the current car. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide and conquer today. I'm going to cover the powertrain and chassis stuff. Kirk's going to go through the exterior. Harlan's going to cover the interior and some other special stuff, and then we'll open it up for questions and answers. So here it is, the 2009 ZR-1. It starts out with the much heralded Z06 chassis that you see over here, with the magnesium cradle in the front, magnesium roof structure. It also has the carbon with the balsa floors on it. So it starts out as a very light platform. We obviously dropped the LS9 engine into this vehicle, so it's a supercharged 6.2 liter. We're still working on final horsepower numbers, but we're going to be at about 100 horsepower per liter on the car. I'll start at kind of the top of the engine and work my way down. I want to go ahead and pop the hood here, and some of you can see, and there's the great window in the hood that's been, some people love it, some people hate it. That's kind of how we like to do our cars. So if it's kind of wishy-washy, you didn't do it right. So anyhow, here's the engine. The intercooler sits right on top. It's a 3200cc intercooler from Eaton. It's a 4-lobe supercharger, the first one of that kind. Eaton's known for a long time that 4-lobe superchargers are better than 3-lobe, but they didn't know how to make them. And they finally got to the point where they were able to manufacture them. You can see them if you get a chance. There's a cutaway engine over here. You can check it out. Runs 10.5 psi of boost on the car. It's a liquid-to-air intercooler. Drops the temperature of the charged air by about 140 degrees F, which helps to keep the air dense and increase the power. Inside we have forged pistons, forged crank, titanium connecting rods on the engine. Excuse me, the block starts out as the 6.2 liter, as I said, in the LS3. The car also has an enhanced dry sump system over the Z06. There's some chance we'll bring that down into the Z06 as well, but it gets about under 3 quarts of oil in the car because it has a higher lateral G capability, and we need that for the track. So that's primarily the engine area. If you get a chance to come up, I don't know if folks are going to be able to, but Tom asked us to tie this car into the C6R, so if you take a look at the air cleaner, a lot of you I see have your stuff on. There's a Jake right here on the air cleaner. That is going to be in production that way. So moving back to the transmission, it's the T6060 transmission. We've updated it somewhat. It's a close ratio transmission in the car. Taller first gear, taller sixth gear. Basically, if you're doing your 0 to 60 runs, you don't have to shift. It'll go up to 65 miles per hour in first gear, so you should be able to get there quicker. We have a dual disc clutch. That's going to help spread out, give you more surface area, help spread out the power there, and give you better launches as well. And then let me go to the brakes, and I'll turn it over to Kurt. When you get a chance, there's a brake rotor right over here, sitting in the stand over here by the rolling chassis. I want you to pick that thing up, but it's pretty amazing. The brakes are 15.5-inch fronts and 15-inch rears. Brembo brakes, they're carbon ceramic. They save about 11 pounds a corner, which is pretty amazing. You know, we always try to get rid of unsprung mass on the car. People always ask, well, what are the brake pads? Oh, there's a brake pad over there too. The brake pad material, it's a carbon matrix, but frankly, Brembo won't tell us what it's made out of. All we know is it stops really fast and it's quiet. So, little story about the brakes. We do brake testing on these cars. We were working on the new Bosch brake system. We switched to Bosch in 2009 on all the cars. And we have this little trap we went through. We go 60 miles an hour into the trap, and then you jam on the brakes, and there's sets of cones past that. And you're basically judging how well the car stops. Well, the base car stops at about the 3rd cone. The Z06 stops at about the 1st cone, and you never even make it to the 1st cone with this car. It stops instantly. So, anyhow, we're real proud of the car. One last thing I want to tell you about that we've done kind of special on this car is, obviously with this kind of power, you have to worry about managing the power down to the road. So when the car senses that you're doing a hard launch, it basically locks the shocks into 30% jounce and 99% rebound, so the car squats and stays there. And that locks the wheels to the road, and off you go. So anyhow, that's it for the